Hey guys, ankhgaming with you in time for the final challenge. Hopefully I'm not as herpa-derpa as I was last time, and we can actually solve this challenge in a reasonable amount of time, and I don't just sit there and fumble through the controls. So, the last level was definitely smarter than me. Now this level is called Into the Pod. The board is clocked with Creature's Birthing Pod to help you upgrade one. Will it help you win this turn? I don't know, what's my deck list? It would help if I knew that. But will it help me win this turn? Well, I assume that's the goal. Let's look at what it has. This has some major dudes. Okay, Sphinxage War Isle. Blightsteel Colossus. How do you get all these dudes into play? Grave Titan. Some tokens. Creatures control Double Strike and Lifelink. Oh my goodness. Double Strike, Lifelink, Trample, Infect, Blightsteel Colossus. Indestructible. I mean, that's pretty disgusting. Okay, so we have Prime Time, Urabrask, Runeclaw Beers, draw Scorpion. Whenever another artifact creature dies, you may untap target artifact. Okay, that seems important. Vorapede, Vigilance, Trample, Undying. Summon player to destroy target creature that player controls. Okay, so Unsummon seems like something we might use. I hate these challenges because I don't know what's there. Okay, so we have a Vengevine. I think that's irrelevant. I think all these cards are irrelevant. I think the first thing we do is we just sacrifice the Vorapod. And I'm gonna say just tap a red mana. I don't know what there is to get. Alright. Mind Crusher. Enters battlefield, target player puts top 5 cards as her library into his or her graveyard. Undying. Okay. Ryox. He's at 7. That almost does it. Because there'd be 5 that can just get through. Okay. This guy's Undying. So I'm just gonna put that guy into play. We're gonna mill ourselves. Okay, so we could go. Okay. Okay, so I see another line. So we could sack our 2-drop to get Deceiver Exarch. Deceiver Exarch up the chain. So this is obviously not the play. And this is whenever he or another artifact creature dies. So let's see. Actually, is it that simple? I'm curious. If I just sacrifice him, this will trigger to untap. I can go get Pride of the Lions. Sacrifice this, go get rocks, just kill him. Is that it? That's seriously all there is to do? Let's try this. I think that's all you have to do. Tab, control. I'm just gonna tap 1 red, activate ability, we're sacking this thing. Choose artifact to untap, well that's an easy one. Battlefield search library for artifact card exile. Seems like it's just Pride of the Lions. Pride of Lions. And then activate ability. Activate ability. Yes. None of these guys have to attack, right? So just get rid of that guy. Ew. I forgot. There's this problem though. So we got one idea down, but his guys have double strike and lifelink. So even though I would kill him, he's going to lifelink. So I need to be able to destroy that enchantment. Okay, let's restart. That card's stupid. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're just going to activate this to see what our options are, so we're gonna start with the 2-drop. Just to see what stuff we have along the curve that we could search up. Okay, so Viridian Shaman. So that seems like something to get. But that doesn't die. It's indestructible. So that's irrelevant. Now we could have got Exarch to untap. So let's go back. So this time we're going to chain it with Exarch. So activate. And we're going to excuse me. Activate. We're going to choose to tap just a mountain. We're going to sacrifice the grizzly bear, which it's pointing at. We're going to get ourselves a Deceiver Exarch. Untap a permanent I control. We're going to do this again. This time we're just going to tap a black mana. And now I can return that to my hand. So I'm more curious in seeing what 4-drops I can get, so we're going to sacrifice the Blind Zealot. Did it not just... Is there no 4s in the deck? Okay, let's unsummon this guy real quick. I didn't... Did I screw something up? Let's see if there was any 4s. So we're just doing this just so I can sack a 3 and get a 4 again, just to see if I missed something. No, there are no okay, so there's... The Exarch literally goes and gets nothing. Okay, restart the challenge. Yes. See, I hate these challenges where you're working with incomplete information. If I knew what was in my deck, that'd be one thing. So we're going to continue with our line. Okay? We're going to tap 1 non-green mana. Excuse me. We're going to sacrifice the grizzly bear. We're still getting a Deceiver Exarch, because Unsummon allows us to use it as a reset. So essentially for blue 2, we'll get to do this again. Now we activate the ability using a red. And I think... What have we tried? That's a 5. And at 4, what did we get off 4? It wasn't that impressive. So this time we try sacrificing our 6. Let's see what we get. Okay, what's this guy? In the battlefield, you may cast target instant sorcery card from opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost. Well, they don't have any. We have this guy. Can assign his damage as though he weren't blocked. Okay, that's relevant. Flying Bloodthirst 6. Wow. And whenever blocks becomes blocked by a creature, so the creature gain life equal to its toughness. Well, to me it seems like Thorn Elemental is what we're going to be getting here. But we need to deal with this True Conviction. So let's go ahead and get the Thorn Elemental, because I think that is the play. I think we unsummon our guy. We're going to play it to untap the... Tap permanent you control. Yes. So now we can sacrifice... We're going to activate the ability. We're again going to just pay the colorless, pay 2 life. We sacrifice this guy that allows us to untap it. We'll get one more use. Okay, Chronarch. I should have paid attention to this one. So we have, is it Chronarch? And we have Dragon. Whenever, maybe put the card into its owner's hand. So I would like to know what he can get. Destroy target angel. So, with the Chronarch's known information, we'll look to see what he could have got in a second. We're just gonna get the Hoarding Dragon, because this is learning what our deck can get. Icy Manipulator. Well, we couldn't tap his flyer either way. Another pod seems pointless too. So it has to be getting back an instant or sorcery. Turn all artifacts target player owns to his or her hand. What would it be? I can't Doomblade the Angel. I can't kill the... I have to destroy the enchantment somehow, right? There's no way that I can let his guys have double strike and lifelink. Is it that you go up? Let's just see. Is there actually an 8 mana card in my deck? Let's see. Who knows? I don't know what it could be. Nothing. Okay. Wow. Did I miss something? Okay. So say that I was able to bounce all of his creatures except for the Hexproof. This is another line. He would gain 10. That only means I have to do 17 damage? I sure hope that's not the line. But it may just well be. So I want to see what 5s there were to get, because I've already forgotten. Activate ability. We're gonna set, 6 mana cards. We're gonna sack this. We're just testing right now. So let's just see. So it could be something involving this and the Chronarch. Okay. This one is actually a difficult challenge. It's interesting. This one is puzzling. It's again one of those search puzzles that I do not like. And it seems to be all they could think to do in this game. So, I think we need... we pay life. And we sacrifice the bear. The bear goes and gets us our destroy target artifact. That's irrelevant. Our Chronarch. And tap a permanent we control. And now we sacrifice this guy. We just paid 2 mana. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, and we got the Chronarch too early. Yeah, we got the Chronarch too early. I'm just thinking that maybe if I... Here's the thing, too. Is... If we get that one guy that mills stuff into the graveyard, it's a random set of cards we would really put in the graveyard. So how is that relevant? So there's no way that's correct. Activate ability. Yep. Sacrifice the bear. Get. Wait. Is there any way I could infect him out? So, I know we can do 2, 4. No, there's no way, because he would block. I can't get through all those blockers. So, Deceiver Exarch, untap a permanent I control. Activate it. We're going to sacrifice the Vorapede. This gets us this guy. So what do we mill? Nothing. Complete, utter garbage. Okay. That's great to know. I could have sacrificed him, untapped that, got Hurkyl's Recall. That would have been 1 mana. Replayed it for 3. So I'd have 4 mana left. Hurkyl's Recall, I have 2 mana left. That does nothing. How do I beat this card? Now, what's the chance that Titan attacks and gets a land that matters? None, right? I don't see how that's relevant. Is it making this Intimidator giant? I mean, that would be one way to kill him, right? It could be like Chronarch gets mutagenic growth. That only does it twice. I mean, we could double mutagenic growth the guy. Like, this guy would be sweet if I could cast spell it on my own graveyard. It wouldn't be too bad. Okay, so now we are just going to untap. We're just gonna see. At this point. What can we do? This one is a tough puzzle. Sure, Chronarch. Get me mutagenic, sure. Was it in response to his trigger? No, I can't pod in response. Is it that I mill the opponent? That would actually make a ton more sense. Okay. Let's try something else. Let's try milling the opponent. The opponent's library would never change order, so the cards in his deck would stay the same. So, we do need to do the same line we've been doing, I think. Which is using basically to get an untap stored up. So I think we have to have this untap. Which is, what do we sacrifice this time? The Undying guy? Yeah? No. Yeah. Yeah. To mill the Izzet deck. What do you have? Let's see. 5 damage to our creature. Aha, that's it. Look, this is the solution. Chain reaction. Does X damage to each creature where X is the number of creatures on the battlefield. I think that's relevant. Because I have an Undying monster. Now he has an indestructible monster. But he would no longer have haste. I can unsummon his indestructible monster. Okay, this seems relevant. So... right? Okay, so what would we do now? Spend 4 mana to bounce and play Chronarch? Sacrifice this guy? Looks like 4. Untap. We have 1 mana left. We wouldn't have mana for... unless somehow we tap that guy. This part I'm a little confused on. A little confused. My guy wouldn't have haste anymore either. Vigilance, Trample, Undying. You know what, guys? I'm gonna be honest. I can't figure it out. So what I'm going to do, I hate to do this, I'm gonna look up a tip. Just because I want this video to end. So we're gonna look it up. I'll be right back. I suck, guys, I couldn't do it. I can't figure this one out. I don't want to spend all day doing it. It's a good puzzle, but I just... you know, before I do, let's just give this a quick go. I just don't see where this is going. I guess his Undying trigger would happen, so maybe we get a better spell, maybe that's it. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Seems like I just don't have enough blue mana. Activate ability. Control. We're sacking this guy, untapping. This gets us our Chronarch? We don't need Chronarch. What am I doing? Hoarding. No, it would go to my hand. I don't see how any of this is relevant now that I think about it. So I didn't need to... or this would be a way to get the unsummoned, but I'm going to use the mana anyways. So I'll just get a mutagenic growth, whatever. Activate ability. So we would sack this guy. This lets us see another 5 cards off top of his deck. Anything else here? Bloodthirst 6. Lifelink enchantment. What? So it's false cure. I was just about to look this up. Until end of turn, when a player gains life, that player loses 2 life instead. It's false cure. He's just dead. Right? This is so dumb. Deluge also does it, I think. No, it doesn't. So yeah, it's just till end of turn, when a player gains life, that player loses 2 life instead. False cure. And attack with my team. You die. Really? I hate these solutions that are this way. It's like, well, it's, you don't know the contents of your deck, and it relies on you milling a card that... Really? False Cure? Such an obscure card. Give me a break. Seriously, one of the most obscure cards to have in this. Yes, he can't win. He instead loses 66 life, or whatever. And I win. Sorry guys, I almost cheated. Come on, False Cure? Are you kidding me? That card's so awful. It's a fun card. But come on, seriously. Thanks for watching, guys. Go buy yourself a False Cure, Ice Crown Scepter, play it in EDH, Scepter, False Cure, annoy everyone at the table. That's my advice. Thanks for watching. This has been Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013. I may come back with some multiplayer, I'm not sure. Definitely be back when there's an expansion. Hopefully they improve the puzzles. Ankhgaming out.